I'm just waiting to get your...
No, I'm saying, let's figure it out.
And a great big shout out this morning to Avrami Leibowitz from Borough Park, who's been listening every single day since Me'ila. He's been every single day, so.
Yes,
David
from California is going to have to move to the side. Avrami from Borough Park. But he has to come visit. He has to come visit like David. All right. This guy from Borough Park wrote me that he knows Nachman. Kitzer, he's a classmate of Nachman. Nachman's all excited. Now, Nachman's going to start believing that maybe there's somebody out there watching. You never know. Turn around, Bonan.
Funny, the one guy watches my friend.
The one guy.
Okay, we gotta put something over there. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so we're holding up Chesed Beis. Let's start it over again.
I guess you don't see it.
Yesterday we discussed this three types of psulim: psul hasadam, psul hashikma, sycamore psulim, and psul hakarka. Ezi psul karka. What does it mean? How do you know if the soil is virgin? Kol shema'ala rishushin v'nafor tichoyach. It has small pebbles and its dirt is not soft. Ninsa b'cheres. Let's say you're plowing your field and you find a piece of earthenware. Obviously, some human being was there once upon a time. B'yidua shenevda sunma. If you had the pleasure of being at Noam's house by the Siyum on Seder Kochim just last week, they had Shlomo Goren who described the Beis HaMikdash, and he said one of his proofs was this is a tzunma, this is a sela, it's bedrock, so it can't be that it was ever dug. It was one of his proofs where the Harabayis was, etc. Anyway, if you have
we're talking about a lump of rock.
who?
Not part of the...
A bedrock, no?
No. We're talking about a large lump of rock, and the assumption is...
Who said that? Tzunma.
Had it been dug up, they would have removed that piece of rock. They wouldn't have left it.
I didn't see anybody says that, but okay, I believe you. Harez psul karka. Now we're going back into the Niddah Sugya. Rabbi said, beautiful. Meuberes mishiyavoda ubro. A woman who's pregnant is from the point of time that you could tell that she's pregnant. If she sees dam at that time, you don't go backwards, you go from that point forwards. V'kama akarasu ubar. How long does she have to be pregnant? Sumchas oimer mishum Rabbi Meir shloisha chadashim. 3 months. Vava pishein raya l'davar zeich l'davar. There's a good pasuk in the Torah that gives us a pretty good raya. Shenemar, by the whole story of Yehuda and Tamar, it says vahi kim shloish chadashim v'goimer. After 3 months of her being pregnant, people realize that she's pregnant. Meaning, you could tell that a woman is pregnant after 3 months. As the Gemara, Zeichel Davar, Kroksiv, V'rai G'doylehi. It's a perfect raya. It says Mefurush in the pasuk that she was 3 months pregnant, and they noticed. What's the answer? Mishum de'ikad yolda l'tisha v'ikad yolda l'shiva. In the time of the Gemara, there was a concept of yolda l'shiva. It was a different type of pregnancy, according to some mandamrim. And therefore, perhaps, if somebody gives birth after 7 months, she becomes nikar, you could tell that she's pregnant, a third of her pregnancy. Whereas if a woman gives birth when she's 9 months, it's a third of her pregnancy. Shiva is different. We don't know a woman that's pregnant for Shiva in that pasuk. And that's why it's not a perfect right. Tana Rabbanon, Harei shahoisa b'cheskes muberes v'ra sodam. You have a woman that's 3 months pregnant. We understand that she's pregnant. And then she saw dam. V'achar kachi pilo ruach. So we say that if she's pregnant, then the dam is because of she already stopped seeing dam, and then what happened was in this case she gave birth to a non-viable baby. A miscarriage. She miscarried. So what would you say? Does it make a difference if she miscarried versus having a baby? Does it change the status of the dam or not? What do you think? It should. You'd make her into a zava. Depends if she's in a zava.
She miscarried a baby. Why should she be a zava? Miscarried a baby.
Okay, so let's see. Good. It doesn't matter whether or not it was a viable pregnancy. She has chazaka v'daya shata. You only go from this point forward. Once again, we have a zeicher in the pasuk. Shenemar, it says in the pasuk, Harinu, we became pregnant. Chalnu, we even had birthing pains. Kemo yoladnu ruach, as if we gave birth to nothing. So in this pasuk it says you could be pregnant and you could give birth, and it's even though you gave birth to ruach, to a sac of air, it's still considered a real pregnancy, a real birth. My zechel davar harei raya g'dayla. It says mufurish in the pasuk that's considered a pregnancy and a birth. Says the Gemara, kiksiv haikra b'scharim ksiv. Can a man give birth? No. Yet the pasuk is talking about men getting pregnant because it's a mashal. It's a mashal of becoming pregnant and giving birth. It's talking about Klal Yisrael. It's not even talking about women. So you can't really bring a raya from a mashal. Vermini, so you're telling me that even though it was a miscarriage of a sac of air, it's still considered a real pregnancy. Vermini, kishto shnayim, she had a really hard time during her labor and she saw dam. So going back to that, this is what Mrs. Kornbluth maybe was talking about. A woman was in her Ziva days, let's say. Niddah days, then she was in her 11 Ziva days. And in 3 consecutive days, she saw dam. 2, because she was having labor. Let's say in day number 4, she's having labor, she saw dam. 5, she's having labor. 6, all of a sudden she gives birth. To what? To a sac of air, unfortunately. So what happens? Now if she gave birth to a real child, then there's no ziva. There's no ziva by Leda. Leda gets rid of ziva. But if it's not a real childbirth, then she is a zava. And what's the halacha? That she's a zava. That tells me, what's going on?
Can't find it.
Oh, this is old. This is in Daf Vav.
Niddah?
Yeah, Niddah Vav Zayin. You gotta know that we posted this a bunch of times already. It's actually from Erichin and whatever. We schlepped it here. Harezu yoyledes bezoiv. She's considered a zava that she had dam 3 days in a row, and now she has to keep zayin nikim. She has to bring a carbon, whatever she has to do, but she's not considered a yoyledes. And if you consider this sac of air a true birth, all this blood that she's seen before her miscarriage is not ziva blood, it's leda, dam leda. Rav Papi, not Rav Papa. Rav Papi says, Hanach me'es l'es de Rabbanon.
Spanish.
Yeah, Father. Hanach me'es l'es de Rabbanon. You are right. In fact, a leda that results in a sac of air is not a leda. And therefore, any dam associated with that birth, it's bad for her. She becomes a zava. So then why do we say that if she sees such dam during a pregnancy of a sac of air, we don't go backwards 24 hours? The answer is, because the whole 24 hours is Gzera D'Rabbanan. We're not going to give her Gzera D'Rabbanan when she's pregnant with a sac of air. Rav Papa Omar, not Papi. Rav Papa, somebody else comes along and says, wait a minute. I don't have to come on to the Rabbanan, the Raisa. I'm going to give you the real answer, the real logic behind everything. Let me explain to you the logic why we say when a woman is pregnant, her dam starts from here on out. It is because she has all these pains associated with pregnancy. So ma'ichbasli, if she's pregnant with a sac of air or she's pregnant with a human being, they both cause her a lot of pain, which medically speaking make her stop seeing dam. There's nothing to do with the outcome of the pregnancy. We don't care, luckily, is this a nefel, is this a human? At the end of the day, she was pregnant. And she's pregnant just like any other woman. She goes through the same pain as a regular woman. And Memela, that causes the dam to stop. And Memela, if she sees dam, you have to assume there's no dam beforehand, only from here on out. And therefore, says the Gemara, another halacha. If we said she has to be noticeably pregnant. In other words, 3 months pregnant. What if she wasn't noticeably pregnant? She became noticeably pregnant a day after she saw dam. Are we so makbid and that you have to see that she's pregnant? Or just general, it's not such a precise science. Berech in that area, that's when the dam stops. What would you say? If it was me, I would say it's be'erech. It's not a science now. Oh, the day, let me check. The day, okay, now it stopped. Says the Gemara, no, not like you think. Maybe she becomes tameh because you couldn't see that she's pregnant. It has nothing to do with the physical noticing that she's pregnant. It has to do with a be'erech time, and therefore she's not tameh. Just like Rav just told us. That the whole point is that she has a sickness. Maybe in those days it was the reverse what we have. Today, the first 3 months, women are sick. They have all that, what is it called?
Morning sickness.
Morning sickness, thank you. And then kind of after the 3rd month, they start smooth sailing, so to speak. Seems like from the time of the Gemara is the opposite. First 3 months, nothing. They even had periods, they had dam, they had everything going on then. After 3 months, it's like a true pregnancy, then morning sickness kicked in and all that other stuff. So we must see that she's pregnant. Meaning, seeing that being makir that a woman is pregnant is a physical thing to say that now her sickness begins and her dam ceases to happen. Again, like we said yesterday, sometimes ahusaba or many times ahusaba means Eliyahu Navi, or it could mean an old man, depending what region you are. A woman has a fixed period. She has a veses kavua. Every month on Tuesday, on the 3rd day, she sees a veses. And she was negligent when she was pregnant and she didn't check. Now it depends. There's a mandama that says that this veses kavua is a deraisa thing. Meaning, if you don't check, then we have to assume you're tameh. If it's the Rabbana, you should check. If you don't check, you're tar. Even according to the mandama that says it's deraisa, mai.
She's pregnant.
Oh.
She's got no vests now.
So he said
Very good.
They used to have.
That's
to keep on having.
Yeah,
but the Gemara says, like you're saying, maybe there's a good reason to believe that the veset stopped. Again, any assumption that you understand from what happens today doesn't apply now. In our days, a woman becomes pregnant, 95% of the time, she stops seeing dam. In those days, it's different. Since according to the Man Omar, it's a deraisa concept. Once it's fixed, we have to assume this dam. And if you didn't fix, what?
It doesn't say that that's what used to happen. It happened.
No, you see that it used to happen. You see that it was a common thing. From different, and not from this line, Dafka. I'm saying in general. But over it says her dam is no longer there.
So the Gemara seems to be like what Noam's saying.
It should, right. It should.
In general, most
yes.
people.
Yes and no. There's the concept of domeh musulakim, it's gone. However, you see that it was common, yes, to see. Whatever, okay, fine. Based on this, let's just say no dam. Omar lei tinisua. What's your shayla? Remeir oimer. Im hoysa b'machbei v'gia shas vesto v'lei botka. She was hiding from the bad guys. And the time came to do a bdika, and Pasha couldn't do a bdika. She didn't do a bdika. She's running away. She's hiding. Tahira. Why? Now he has to stick in the reason why. It's not good enough, says the Gemara, to just say, oh, she didn't check, and so let her get by. No. The fear naturally takes away the dam of that month. It's only because you have a good excuse why there's no dam. She's tamei, meaning midaraisa, she's tamei, because if it was only a concept midarabanan to check when she has a veset, she wouldn't be tamei, she would be tar. Alma veses deraisa. And since we already have a concept that when a woman is frightened, she no longer has dam, we can use the same logic, so a woman who's pregnant, like you said, Yaakov, and therefore she wouldn't need b'dika. Now we're jumping into the famous sugya, which explains the whole concept of nursing mothers, why they don't have dam, and how long does that last for?
So that we accept the fact that most don't have blood.
For now. Okay. I'm not arguing with you until we come to something else that might prove differently. It says in the Mishnah an amazing thing. It says that a woman who gives birth and she's nursing, even if her son dies, or she gives off her son to be nursed by somebody else, right? In those days they didn't have formula. So if a woman couldn't nurse, gave it to somebody else. Or, what else? Baby daddy said, Maze, she stopped nursing him. That was another case. She stopped nursing him. For whatever reason, okay. What's that halacha? According to Remeir, Mace lays immediately. She becomes a regular woman right away. And according to Chachamim, it doesn't matter what you did with the baby. You have 24 months. What's the logic? She's not nursing. She stopped nursing 3 months after she gave birth. She has 24 months of dayashata, of saying that the dam happened today and not yesterday. So the Gemara explains, if her son died within 24 months, she becomes like a regular woman immediately. Exactly when that immediately happens, that second or day later, whatever you showed him. But the point is, she becomes like a regular woman. Remeir says, as we're going to see in a second, that it has to do with nursing. So as long as a woman is nursing, even 5 years later, at the kid's bar mitzvah, she's still nursing him, dayashata. Because it has to do.
She's got worse problems than this.
Rabbi Meir, Rabbi Huda, Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Shimon, the Chachamim, the Mishnah. The Gemara is going to explain more. You only have 24 months. And if you only have 24 months, meaning it doesn't matter if she continues nursing past the 24 months, and it doesn't matter if she stopped nursing in the middle of the 24 months. It's 24 months. Now let's explain it, says the Gemara. What's going on here? According to Meir, dam ne'ekar, the dam becomes discolored, v'na'aseh chalav. Meaning, a woman's system could only produce one of the two things.
But that last time was also reviewed then,
No, this is Remeir. We're going back to explain. Now we're analyzing.
Right.
Remeir explains that the dam of a woman turns into milk, so to speak. When she starts nursing, it's impossible for her body to produce dam. The dam is the milk. It's one system that produces both. You can't have both. Mimela, if she stops nursing, then the dam comes right back, even within 24 months. If she continues nursing, even 5 years later, there's no dam, because they're dependent on each other. That's Remeir. Say Chachamim, L'divrei Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Shimon, nothing to do with dam. This, and then nothing to do with nursing. When a woman gives birth, her bones jolt, they come out of place. From the childbirth, something happens to her body that causes the dam to stop. Now, what happens if her baby dies? Who cares? It takes her 24 months to heal. It has nothing to do with nursing. The kids are nursing. So why do you call her nursing stop? They call her nursing because it happens to be for 24 months. Women nurse, whatever the reason is. The point is, it has to do with a 24-month period of time that takes to heal the body, and not a day more and not a day less. So you could stop nursing your baby middle 24 months. You still have 24 months that we say dayashata. If she sees dam, most likely it didn't happen earlier. It's only from that point on. Levichach. The Rebbe Meir Lamali. So how come? Sorry, Lefichach the Rebbe Meir Lamali. So how come Rebbe Meir says Lefichach? The Gemara took it for granted that it's a simple svara. If I can't go less, if I go from the day that she stops nursing, that point on, we go me'isleis. I go backwards, retroactive 24 hours. So obviously, if she nurses for 4 or 5 years, you also say dayashata. In other words, it's one svara. If she stops in the middle of 24 months, we say, that's it. She's done nursing because it's all dependent on the nursing. So if it's all dependent on the nursing, if she goes more than 24 months, it's dependent on the nursing. Says the Gemara, Mishum Lefich de Rabbi Yossi. You're right. I don't have to say both things in Reb Meir and explain how the logic works. Once I know one part of the logic, that it's dependent on nursing, so regardless if you go less than 24 months, if I go more than 24 months, no nafkamina. The only reason I said the word Lefichach is to match up to Rabbi Yossi. Well, Lefichach de Rabbi Yossi, Lamali. Lefichach was, that has to do with physiology. You said that has to do with her giving birth. She has to heal 24 months. Memela, it doesn't matter if it's less than 24 months. It doesn't matter if it's more than 24 months. It doesn't matter when she stops nursing. You always get 24 months. That's what he said, Lefichach. So what is the Lefichach? Why did Rabbi Yossi say Lefichach? The logic is the same. If it has to do with a woman healing, it takes 24 months, so I don't have to explain both ways. Oh, if she stopped nursing within 24 months, well, she still gets 24 months. And if she stopped nursing past 24 months, she only gets 24 months. It's the same logic. Mao the Sema, says the Gemara, Rabbi Yossi Tarti Isli. Maybe Rabbi Yossi goes both ways. That if a baby dies within 24 months, you get at least 24 months. Why? Because her body broke down and it takes 24 months to heal. But what if she nursed him for 5 years? Maybe then Rabbi Yossi and Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Shimon agree to a mayor of the concept that once you're nursing, you can't see dam. Dam and nursing go together, so maybe you have both. You're dancing in both chasanas. You could stop in the middle of 24 months, but you still get 24 months. The minimum is 24 months, but the maximum would be like Rabbi Meir until she stops nursing. Kamashma no. It's the minimum and the maximum. It's 24 months exactly, not a day more and not a day less. Tani Namahachi, and we see Mefurish, Dam, Nekor, Menasa Chalav, Remeir holds that the blood, I don't know if he means it literally, or he means the system that creates Dam, creates milk, and they don't both happen together. What is that? Hot caramel cookies? What are those? Frozen caramel cookies.
Eli, so the woman makes milk just if she nurses for 24 months. After that, it can change to dam even if she's nursing.
No. According to the mayor, the only way to have milk is if you don't have dam. So it doesn't matter how long you nurse. Even if you nurse 26 months, if she has milk, she can't have dam. Because milk is dam. It's one of the same. It's the same system. The only way to have milk is to take away the dam.
So it's just be totally on that.
That's sort of what we have today, I believe. I mean, there are women that are not like that, but as long as a woman is nursing, she won't see dam. It's like Remeir. That's similar to what Remeir says, no? The system of nursing is dependent on the dam somehow. I don't know if it's literally, you take the dam and you make it white, and you make it milk. No, it's that system. They're dependent on each other.
Would he say you're...
What?
It's not that straightforward, because at that basis, a woman will be able to fall
I said,
pregnant.
no,
She'll be able to fall pregnant again.
I that's why I forewarned that. I said 80%, I don't know what the percentage is. 75% of women who nurse don't get pregnant. It's a good way of prevention. But there are many women that do.
Would he say if the person's urinating, zero urination is also the same thing?
No.
It's the same pipe? No, it's two different things. No, I'm not joking. You're laughing. It's not a funny thing. It's like one pipe. There's two stuff going on in the same pipe.
No. This has to do, this dam comes from ovulation. It comes from the whole
I understand.
ma'arechet, the whole system of nursing, and that's how you understand it. But I'm saying, we're not going into a scientific exact, that's what I'm saying. It's the systems. That's why I explained. Listen to what I'm saying. I didn't say it's literally this. Fine. Weiter. And Rabbi Yossi Oimer, if a rea mispargim b'nafshach oizer saleh ad esrim v'arba chodesh, and the Chacham in the Mishnah say it's a different concept. It's nothing to do with the dam, nothing to do with milk. It has to do with giving birth. When a woman gives birth, something gets jolted in her body to the point where the dam stops for 24 months. Not more, not less.
Becomes frightened.
Omar Rabbi Loi. My time of the Rebbe Meir. Omar Rabbi Loi. My time of the Rebbe Meir. This is beautiful, Rabbi Isai. He has actually a source in the Torah. Who could create something that's tar from something that's tameh? What?
Eov's part of the Torah.
It says, well, there's a word that I'm missing?
From now.
Oh.
We know.
Okay.
Part of the Torah.
Yeah. Fine. Only HaKadosh Baruch Hu could create something like that. What does it mean? Rameir says, obviously it means what I just said. I took dam, tameh, makes the isha a niddah, and I create a beautiful thing from it. Milk, source of life for a human being. Tar. And milk is not tameh. So I can make tar from tameh. For Rabbanan Amar Bechanan, zu shichva zera, shu tameh, right? Shichva zera, it's avatuma. Yet, I create a human being from it, and that human is tar. Now we're not talking, I know we're in Masechtas Niddah, but May Niddah has nothing to do with a woman, it has to do with sprinkling. the waters of sprinkling. Niddah means to sprinkle. So memela, we're talking about mechatos, or otherwise known as paraduma. If a person is tamei, you take water and you sprinkle on him. Now that's the famous thing. The person that sprinkles, he's what? Tahar. The person that touches it. Here, so here's the chart. The person that touches it becomes tamei. There's basically three things. The person that touches the mechatos. This is water. We're about to sprinkle it on the tummy from Tumas HaMeis.
Sprinklers.
Yeah, we're going to go through each and every step. If I just touch the mechatos, just touch it, I become tamei. But my begadim don't become tamei. If I just lift up the mechatos without touching the mechatos, I lift it up, and it's enough mechatos in here. You see, there's enough in here that I could sprinkle it on a person, so I become tamei. But not only that, my clothing becomes tamei. But the sprinkler, the guy that takes it and puts it in his hand and sprinkles and throws it at the guy, even though he touched it, he's tar. And the guy that got sprayed in the face by it, the sprinklee, he becomes tar. He went from tamei to tar. So what is this? This is taking tamei water. Thank you. Because if the negea touches it, it becomes tamei. You're taking this tamei water. Yeah, Ruben, it's geschmack. Ruben made this chart. And then it becomes.
Very nice.
What do you, oh, so you guys like this yellowish? Beautiful. What I looks at in that picture. Here, give me this for a second.
Can you pause a minute while I check whether
This is from live.
sprinkly?
This is what Gershon does on the spot during the shir. Beautiful. All right.
Technology.
Now to get to this point, we just have to go through a few steps. It's not understood very clearly in the beginning. To the Gemara of Rabbi Lazar Omer, Elome Anido Shamaze Umazin Olav Tar, the person sprinkling and the person that gets sprinkled. I made up a word. I don't know if there's such a word b'chlal in the Torah called Niza. I erased what Reuven wrote it because it's too long and didn't fit in nicely. Niza. The person that gets sprinkled. Sprinkly it's basically like sprinkling, the same word. Shamazo, you're mechaven to me because this came first. Niza. Umazin Tar, v'negeh Tomei Umazin Tar. So anyway, Shamazo Umazin Olav, the person that sprinkles and the person that gets sprinkled, they become tar. V'negeh Tomei, but if you just touch it and you don't do anything with it, you're tamei. Umazin Tar, and the person that sprinkles is tar. V'ksiv Umazin me'anido yichabes b'gadov. It says mefurish in the Torah that the sprinkler must wash his clothes. In other words, he's tamei. Says the Gemara, "My mazin ugeya." The Gemara is onto something, but not yet. Mazah doesn't mean sprinkler; it means toucher. Okay, v'ksiv mazah v'ksiv ugeya in the same pasuk. It says, doesn't have it over here. Okay, I saw it in my regular Gemara. You guys have it. Oh no, it does. It says two things, mazah and ugeya. So how could mazah be ugeya if it says it twice in the pasuk? Void. Mazah by kibos, the one that sprinkles needs to wash his clothing. Ugeya loy by kibos. In the same pasuk it says that the person touching doesn't have to wash his clothes, but they're the same, the one and the same. How could one and the same have two different halachas? Okay, so you're right. Elamai mazah noisei. The Gemara is still onto the same concept that mazah doesn't mean the sprinkler. Mazah means something else. The Gemara is just trying to prove to you that it's not a toucher. What is it? A holder, a noisei. So if you carry the water, now you become so tamei that your clothes are also tamei. V'lichtov noisei. So let's just go direct. Why do you have to go like this? Talk about a mazah and say it's a noisei. Kamashmalon that the darish kashir hazah. That you need a proper shear in order to be tamei. When you lift up a cup full of chatas water, it has to have a proper shear in there. Well, there's machlokes whether you need a shear or not. Why do I need a shear in it? Says Gemara, no, of course you need a shear. When I sprinkle a human being, it doesn't matter how much touches him, he becomes tar. But inside the kli, holding the water, being a shear. Here, I don't know if this is the right, something like this. This is what it looked like. Some sort of plant. Hasip, Hisip. You frankincense. You take this. It's just a pretty one. They have different types. You take a purple hyssop and you dip it into water. Now what happens is it soaks up the water. So you're not going to have anything left to spray. So you need enough that you dip it in, soaks up, and has enough. Whatever that shear is, that's how much you need to have. Okay, so this is what they did Niddah with. Meichatos.
That's how they sprinkled it. That was a sprinkler.
That's the sprinkler. Now, V'hainu dama shloima, and finally, this is what Shlomo Melech says. Amarti echkema. I try to be smart. I try to use my
Charge it.
Amarti echkema v'yirechoyka mimeni. I can't. This is one thing I'll never understand the logic. How is it possible that a person touches something and he becomes tamei? Yet if I sprinkle it, we both are in tamei. It's impossible to understand logically.
Article seems to imply that the person touching it was doing it for other reasons. Somebody who was actually messing around with it. Moving.
Is it tamei or not tamei? Tell me, yes or no. Is it tamei that what's the difference if I touch a sheretz because I'm doing it for one reason or the other reason? If I touch a sheretz, I'm always tamei. And if I have kavan in my head that I'm touching the sheretz to do something good, to profit for Torah, I'm not going to be tamei. What's the difference? No difference. Zakti, we have 11 minutes. What's considered an older woman? A woman who had 3 periods, 3 oinos. What's an oino? The Gemara is going to say later 30 days. So she had 90 days next to the time that she is considered an older woman, and then she sees dam, then we say no, the dam is new dam, brand new dam, so you don't go backwards, you only go forwards. So what is it considered an older woman? When a friend say, that old woman, not to her face, obviously that's not very nice. Her friends. Reb Shimon Oimer, Kol Shekoyin Lo Imo, Bein Aboisha, do some sort of language. Mommy, Bubby, grandmother, whatever the lashon in those days was, Bein Aboisha, and she understands, that's it, she's a grandmother. Reb Zera, Reb Shmuel Bar Yitzchak, no. If somebody gives money, we say we give names. Reb Zera, Reb Shmuel Bar Yitzchak, Chad Omar Kol Sheinu Makpedes, Chad Omar Kol Sheinu Boisha. So here you have different machlokes. One says she doesn't resent it, and the other one says she's not embarrassed by it. My benayu, what's the difference? She's embarrassed, but she doesn't resent the person that calls her grandma. So this time we said she had 3 oinos. What does it mean? Oina beinunus. It's a medium one. What? No, we're going to make one oina for everybody.
No, because there's a certain time.
No, there's a beinuni. That's exactly what we're trying to do. Not to do. That's exactly why we're trying to regulate it. Oina beinunus 30 days. How could 30 days and 20 days be the same? They're not even arguing. In other words, there's 20 days of Yimei Tumah, and 20 days of Yimei Tumah, and 10 days, 20 days of Tahara. A woman is tired 20 days out of the month, 10 days of Tumah. How do you get to 10 days? Rashi says 7 days of Niddah, 3 days of Ziva. Taisus doesn't like it, so therefore Taisus is Goyris, 23 days of Tahara and 7 days of Niddah. I like that one if we can figure out the Girsa, but who am I to like something? Tana Rabbana. Now, this whole sugi is going according to Rebbe. Rebbe is the Gemara is going to say. Rebbe holds that a chazaka happens after 2 times. Yet, even Rebbe agrees that you don't get a chazaka, you don't establish the chazaka after 2 times of seeing dam. The establishment happens on the 3rd time. So you see 2 times, now we understand that she's that type of woman. The 3rd time is when she becomes tamei me'es leis retroactive. Torah bana zakena shavar aleh shalishanis. So we're talking about this woman. Here, let's see it inside this. It's a very simple case, but let's see it inside.
10 minutes.
I'm good. Rabbi say I'm good at time. I already have a clock. It's not 10 minutes, it's 7 minutes, but say that. Oh, 7.
He was right.
A woman sees this Gena. We established she's an old lady. People call her grandmother. Fine. If she saw dam, so you don't go backwards, you only go forward. She's coming from here on out. Then she had 90 days, 3 oinos. We said a oinos 30 days according to everybody. Beininus. 90 days she didn't see dam. So what just happened? She just established, like a regular woman who doesn't see dam, three oinos. She just established that she doesn't see dam. Then she saw dam. Okay, so now she's starting all over again from scratch. She doesn't see dam, then she saw dam. So you don't go backwards, you only go forwards. Because she's a woman that doesn't see dam. How do I know she doesn't see dam? Because for 90 days she didn't see dam. Forget about what happened over here. Any woman, 90 days, doesn't see dam. You start from here on out. Okay, but then she repeated the process again. When she repeated the process again, the second time, she established after 90 days that she did not see dam. She's not a woman that sees dam. She's not expected to see dam. When she sees dam, you don't go backwards, you only go forwards. But what happens when it happens 3 times in a row? She just reestablished that her period is not 30 days. Her period is 90 days. Perfect. She just saw 90 days in perfect sequence is the word. Perfect sequence. And some women see dam every 36 days. And this Kana, she's a Kana. So she has a weird period. It's every 90 days. But now when she sees dam, she should go backwards mace lace. There's only one problem with that. That we learned that according to one man Amar, if you have a perfect period, then you don't go backwards because she's perfect. You only go forwards. But that's okay. So let's see inside. She had 3 periods. Virasa, and she saw dam. Dayashata. You only go once. You only go forward. And then she had the same thing again. So now she has a chazaka that she doesn't see dam. Why? Because for 3 months straight she didn't see dam, so now she has a new chazaka that she doesn't see dam. Virasa. So she's a brand new dam. So dayashata, you only go from that point forward. And then it happened again. Now you go backwards 24 hours from the last checking. And it doesn't matter if it was exactly 90. If it was 91 and then 89 and then 93, says the Gemara, wait a minute, 90 is very bad because now she has a vesis kavua, and a woman has a vesis kavua, there's no reason to believe she had dam on day 89. Her dam is always 90 days perfect. But Rabbanan say, I don't care, only an older woman, but remember there's a machlekes of a young woman, an older woman, so maybe I'll say that in a vesis kavua. Chacham hold that you do go forward, you do retroactive, you do 24 hours, it's meis, but the wording is no good. Not only if she had 89, 93, 92, elafilu kivna, then the bigger chiddush is, even if it was exact 90, she still goes meis. So you're right. So you're right. You really do have to change the wording and say that if it was exactly the same amount of days, like in this chart, 90, 90, 180, 270, then even in such a case, she goes meis. If it's exactly 90, then she has a perfect period, and you don't go backwards, you only go forwards, because there's no reason to believe she had done before. Umani Rabbi Doisahi Rabbi Lazoi Mekolisha Shavu Olel. I'll explain to you. Should I go back and explain it? No. Okay. Rabbi Lazoi Mekolisha Shavu Olel. Tanya Omer Lahem Rabbi Lezer L'Chachomim. Maisa Beriva Achas by Soloi. There was a young woman, and it's very important that she was young. Because Rabbi Lezer holds that even a young woman who stops seeing 3 periods, and Chacham said, like me, Rabbi Lezer, that you don't go retroactive. You give her, you say she established that she doesn't see dam anymore. Memeilas from this point on. That was a special circumstance. What happened? Either there was famine, so we didn't want to just say that this food is also to eat, or she worked in a factory, in a kachim factory, and she was doing tahara. She's on the table sorting different things. And if you say that she's tummy retroactive 24 hours, do you know how many hundreds of pounds of produce you're gonna have to throw out? So they said dayashata ton rabbanon, and we had this Gemara word for word earlier. Ma'asav asa Rebbe ki Rebbe Eliezer. Once Rebbe did by mistake. They came to him. They said this woman didn't see a veses 3 times in a row, 90 days, and he said, "Okay, dayashata from here on out." Lachash and this guy, he realized he made a mistake. Omar kedayu Rebbe Eliezer listen me. It was a special circumstance. I could use Rebbe Eliezer. As the Gemara, my lachash and this guy, what happened? If you realize that Allah is not like Rebbe Eliezer, it doesn't matter if it's a special circumstance, you can't change the halacha. It was before the halacha was established, there's no Shulchan Aruch yet. He wanted to do like Rebbe Eliezer, and then he realized, wait, he's a yochid. And the halacha should be like the rabbin, although it wasn't established yet. I made a mistake. Stop here. This is it's another chart. So we'll just go Shabbos. Motzei Shabbos. Motzei Shabbos, 6:30 after Havdalah. Right here, it's about an hour after. 45 minutes after Ma'ariv. Right here. I don't have a ticket yet to Chicago, but most likely I will be flying to Chicago on